We're looking at the boxes, though, because our president-elect has said, reinvigorated the whole volunteerism campaign idea, particularly on this day when we celebrate the life and the work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., that this should be a day of volunteering to your community. And this Operation Gratitude, one woman put this together, and it is now the largest operation of its kind. Each one of our troops will can get one of these. They can send a box like this with stuff for the troops, a note, a card, just things that the men and women serving anywhere in the world would want to have with them that reminds them a little bit about what it's like to be home. And one woman put this together, and as we said, it's now the largest operation of its kind. We're going to talk about getting your community together. Everybody's waking up here, and we're going to talk about the big effort going on in RFK Stadium later on this morning. This is going to be the sign, about 15,000 people. It's a big volunteer effort. We're going to talk about it later on this morning, because in 1994, Congress asked on this day that we celebrate the life of and the work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., that it be a day on, not a day off, but a day of public service. So we're going to show you a huge service kind of oriented kind of operation. This is going to be very, very big one here, and kind of inspire you as the call for our president-elect has asked the country to do this more, for communities to get more involved in their public service. So let's show you some pictures this morning, and we'll talk about that later on. Good morning, sir. But we're with Carolyn Blashik, and Carolyn is the one who started Operation Gratitude, which is where we've been all morning long. About 15,000 people will show up today to put together bags and boxes for our servicemen and women all over the world. It's a great story about how you got this idea. Tell me how that happened.
Well, I met a soldier in March of 2003 who was going back into a war zone. He told me he had just buried his mother, his wife had left him, and his only child had died as an infant. He had no one in his life, and he said, I don't think I'm going to make it back this time, but it doesn't matter because no one would even care. And at that moment, I thought to myself, well, I know I care. I know Americans all over this country care. We have to do something to let him and all the men and women in uniform know that we're thinking about them.
Now, folks who watch through the morning, we showed them some of the stuff that goes in here. We'll walk down. Good morning. How are you? We'll walk down and put one or two of these things together in these bags and boxes. It's everything that they really want to remind them of home, including these calling cards and things like that. But now, if there's someone sitting at home on this day of service who's thinking, I see something in my town that I want to fix, but I'm insignificant, I can't do it alone, what would you say to them?
You know, the American people are incredible. They want to serve, they want to give. If you give them an avenue of an expression like we have here to say thank you, to give, to do, they will flock to whatever you're providing for them. So anybody can do this.
You're a great inspiration, and I thank you for letting us be here this morning. Carolyn and crew, we thank you guys for reminding us what we can do for our communities and for others. It's a great day to think about that today. All right.